Alrighty, guys. Happy Tuesday here. I know this is a bit of a change on our schedule, so I'm going to give everybody about a minute to log on. I just kind of wanted to get up and set up early so you guys have plenty of time to adjust to a new class here. My name is Kayla. This is going to be a stretch and mobility class. So for some of you guys, you might remember more toward the beginning of last year when we went virtual, we used to do a lot of stretch and mobility classes. Um, Recently, we've mostly done stretch WODs that were kind of at your own pace. We kind of wanted to bring back a stretch and mobility class because it is so important. I'm sure some of you guys are starting to feel, aches and pains in your neck, your upper back from all of our sitting down in our desks and just throughout the workday not moving as much. So today we're really going to emphasize on some stress relief as well as reducing some tension throughout our muscles and really just relaxing and feeling good for the rest of your day. So this is a 30-minute class. If you don't have enough time to carve out 30 minutes for your day, I just highly encourage you to do at least half the class or maybe 10 minutes of it. We're going to start off with breathing. So if you can at least do the beginning portion, you'll at least reduce some of that stress and relax a little bit for the rest of your day. So that being said, a couple things. So optional yoga block if you have one. If not, a pillow will work just fine. It's just going to be useful for when you need a little bit of a head support. Definitely helps to have that nearby. And then you have a choice for when we stretch our hamstrings later today. You can either use a yoga strap. I don't personally own a yoga strap. I do have a loop band just like this that I will be using. You can also, if you have a therapeutic band, that'll work just fine. Same concept. I might even use this one instead, but I'm not sure just yet. And if you don't have any of those, don't panic. You can use either just like a normal belt or a long towel that you have. Just something that basically is a leg length so that you can hold it with both hands. So that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with some breathing. I have the light music on in the back. You might be able to hear it just slightly. You're welcome to either put your own music on or just focus on me. So we're going to start off. I want you to go ahead and sit crisscross spine, whichever leg feels comfortable to have in front. I want you to get comfortable here. So make sure if you have carpet or you can have a mat underneath you. And then from here, guys, I want you to go ahead and place palm up on those knees and pull those shoulders back. Let's go ahead and start with closing our eyes. And I want you to just breathe at a normal pace. I want you to try to shut down your mind right now. Don't think about work or lunch or any of the stressors that you have right now. I want you to just focus on you. I want you to focus on how your body's feeling. So right now, as we close our eyes, I want you to pay attention to what your body's telling you. Is your neck tight? Do you feel it in your low back? You feel good. Maybe you don't feel anything right now. Are you sore anywhere from your workouts? How does your breathing feel? Do you feel like you've got short, shallow breaths because you're stressed, or do you feel like you're actually able to get a nice deep breath in? Once you start to become aware of your body, we're going to do some breathing sequences together. So you can keep those eyes closed or you can follow along with me and you can look at the screen if you'd like. But what I would like you to do is you're going to inhale for a count of 5. You're going to hold and then you're going to release for a count of 6 if you can. Okay, now this might be a little bit long, so if it's too much for you, you can always reduce those counts. So let's go ahead and do a practice one together. So right now we're going to take a deep breath in together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to hold and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to hold and exhale, deep breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I want you to continue this breath work. If that's too much for you, go ahead and reduce those rep counts. But I want you to just really focus on filling those lungs with that oxygen, really getting a nice full breath in. Hold it for a second, and then exhale all that air out from your belly and lungs. Feel yourself starting to calm down. If you can, try to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Last breath work here, guys. In through that nose, big breath, 5 counts in, hold, and 6 counts out. All right, once you finish that breath work, we're gonna go ahead and return. So again, kind of check how you're feeling. Pull those shoulders back, palms are still up here. You just see how you feel. Hopefully that breath work kind of calmed us down a little bit. From here, we're gonna do some gentle stretches, so nothing too complicated. I want you to go ahead and take that left hand. We're gonna take it outside of our right knee. Our right arm is going behind us, and we're gonna do a gentle twist. So with all of our stretches today, we don't want to force anything. You just want to feel that stretch. Just mild discomfort. And let's walk it over other side. Right hand outside of our left knee. Good. Let's bring it back to center here. We're going to take our right ear down toward our right shoulder. You can add a little bit of pressure by gently pulling your head to the right side if you'd like. And then we're going to look past that right shoulder down toward the floor, feeling that stretch along our neck here. Again, still making sure to have nice, even breaths. And let's do chin down toward our chest. And looking past that left shoulder. And taking that left ear down toward left shoulder. Again, adding gentle pressure if you'd like. Good. We're going to bring it back to center. Let's take those hands behind us. We're going to open up that chest. You can lean back slightly if you'd like. Pull those shoulders back. Gently walk it back to center. Let's go ahead and stretch those wrists out for a second too. So we're going to take our right hand up. We're going to gently push back on those fingertips. Again, we don't want to feel any extreme pain or anything like that, just mild discomfort. And let's point those fingers down to the floor, opposite way. Good, we're going to switch sides, left hand. And bring it down. Good. We're going to take those hands in prayer position. We're going to gently push those wrists down toward the floor. You're going to feel the stretch a little bit more in your wrists. Just as far as you feel comfortable, you're going to gently point those fingertips down toward the floor. And relax. From here, let's go ahead and take those hands back on our knees. You can take them palm down now. And I want you to do 10 backward shoulder circles. So these are just nice and slow, drawing circles with those shoulders, taking them back. You might kind of feel either tight here, you might hear a little bit of popping going on, depending if any tendons are kind of overlapping each other. And when you're ready, we're going to take 10 forward. I always kind of find the forward circles a little bit more difficult than the backwards. That's okay. Good. Let's go and do some side reaches. So we're just take one hand down on the floor. We're going to reach over. And we'll sway other side. So again, not pushing the stretch too far. Just going back and forth. Moving our body. Getting a nice side stretch. Still breathing, nice and even. Don't hold that breath. Last one here. Good. From here, guys, if you do have a wall or a couch near you, at this point, you're welcome to back yourself up on it if you feel like that's going to give you more support. We're going to take our feet together now in butterfly position. So your knees are going to be out to the side. Now from here, if this is already extremely uncomfortable for you, then you can just sit up nice and tall and take your hands and gently put pressure on those knees, only as much as you feel comfortable getting that stretch in your inner thighs. If you feel comfortable, you can take those hands around your feet and place your elbows down on those knees, opening up and getting your back as low as you feel comfortable. So we're going to hold this position. I want you to focus again on nice, even breaths. As you feel like if you do start to loosen up a little bit, then you can push just slightly more into that stretch. Again, feeling mild discomfort, nothing white hot pain. Good. When you're ready, we're going to extend our right leg out. Left leg is going to stay tucked in. You can even pull it in a little tighter. I want you to sit up nice and tall, so check that posture. And then we're going to inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach toward that toe. So this comes in if you do have a band near you. You're more than welcome to wrap it around that foot and be able to hold and pull that foot towards you. Good. Go ahead and gently relax. We're going to extend our left leg out. Right leg is coming in. Same thing. Big inhale, reach. And exhale, we're folding over. Use that band if you need here. Good. Slowly relax. From here, guys, go ahead and make sure you've got some space. We're going to bring it down to the floor on our bellies. So this is where you'll want to have a yoga block near you, or at least a pillow, in case you want a little bit added comfort. We're going to start off with Cobra here, so hands are going to be underneath our shoulders. We're just going to gently roll up. Cobra position, getting a nice little stretch. And we're going to come back, child's pose. All right, we're going to come back to Cobra, gently down to the floor, pushing up. Now this next time we're going to push it into downward dog, and from downward dog we're going to go into pigeon pose. So if this is new to you, take your time with it. But from here we're going to tuck those toes, push those hips up to the ceiling. Let's take our right leg up. We're going to bring it through and underneath our body, and we're going to gently bring it down to the ground. Now if you're a beginner, I would stay up nice and tall, or use a pillow. You can stack pillows too if you need. If you are a little bit more advanced, you're going to work your way down toward the ground. So I do have my yoga block so that I can set my head down or wherever I feel comfortable. I'm getting my stretch in my glute and my hip. And we're just going to gently relax here, focusing on our breath work still. So when you feel comfortable, settle down. Good. We're going to gently come out of that stretch, taking our right leg back behind us. Let's start back in that Cobra position, pushing ourselves up. When you're ready, we'll take a few extra seconds to give everybody time. And we're going to push ourselves back into downward dog. Left leg's going to come up. Bring it on through. You might be tighter on one leg than the other. That's okay. Just be aware of it as you gently bring it down to the floor. Same thing, find your relaxed state. All right, same thing, guys. We're going to gently take that leg out. Let's bring it back to that cobra. Last cobra here. And push it to that child's pose. From here, you're going to walk those hands up to your knees. If you need to put a mat, roll it up underneath your knee, you can. We're going to take our left leg forward into a lunge. And from here, I want you to act like someone is pulling that hip forward here. So you're going to feel that stretch all the way down that hip flexor and quad. You're welcome to have your hands up over your head or up on your hips. But again, feel that stretch. You don't want to be lean forward like this. I want just a slight lean, but you're really just pushing this hip forward. Good, we're going to gently switch. So we're going to take our right leg forward, left leg is on the floor. Good, and we're going to slowly relax. All right, for this next portion, this is where you're going to need your yoga strap out. Again, if you don't have a yoga strap, a resistance band will work just fine. A belt, or again, like I said, even a towel. A towel is going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's still definitely doable for what we're going to be using it for. Just going to put my hair up here since I'm using this band now. So we're going to go ahead and open up our shoulders first. So we're actually going to start standing before we work our way down to the ground again. So I am going to adjust my camera. All right. So for those of you guys who are on the call with me right now, again, I think I need to adjust it a little higher actually. Hopefully you'll be able to see me just fine here. So you do want something that you can hold straight. For this one, you can actually even use a broom or anything with a nice straight rod. But I am going to use my therapeutic band here, okay? So we're going to get those feet underneath our hips. Knees are slightly loose. Now, some of you guys already know what I'm going to instruct us to do. If you do not, though, please follow my lead. So you do want to get those hands about shoulder width apart. I would go a little bit wider, especially if you're a beginner. That's the wider you're going to go. If you are advanced, you can walk it in a little bit. Now from here, want to have a strong core. That's super important so that we're not arching our back. Arms are going to be straight. From here, let's start off simple. I want you to just lift those arms up, and we're just going to go right over our head. So I want you to feel right now, you're feeling that pull a little bit in your shoulders, your chest, but our arms are straight, the band is straight. Now let's bring it back down. Let's do that 3 times. Here's our second time bringing it up. No cheating yet. Don't go past this point. Bring it right back down. Back up 3rd time. And bring it back down. So from here, if you have the mobility, we're going to go a little bit further now. So now with knee again, core is tight, knee slightly bent. We're going to bring it up. And then as far as you feel comfortable behind you, while keeping straight arms. So I don't want this. I don't want you bending at one arm. So I want you to just bring it as far back as you feel comfortable. If you feel really tight, don't force it. Stop here. Come right back over. So same thing. Each time you're going to see how far you feel comfortable. As your shoulders loosen up, you're going to be able to go further back. So biggest thing is we just don't want to force it. You don't want to pull this apart and feel straight in your neck. I want you to relax your shoulders. Let yourself open up through that chest. So notice now that I'm feeling looser, I'm able to get that band behind. Don't stress if you're not able to. Again, it really just depends on mobility. I used to not be able to do this. This is a great warm-up, especially if you do have tight shoulders. Again, it's all about just doing it with correct form. If you feel a really good spot, like right here, I feel good stretch in my chest, I can hold this and just breathe through it. Okay, we're going to do this for about 10 more seconds. All right, on this last one, I do want you to bring it up with me. Bring it to a point that you feel a stretch in your chest, but not too much strain. And then I want you to slowly roll your head from one shoulder to the other shoulder. You should feel a little bit extra of a stretch in your neck because you're stretching out your chest. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Whew, my shoulders are they're sore already this week. You can set that band down for a second. Let's go ahead and finish out our upper body stretching. So let's go ahead and take our right elbow back. We're going to gently pull on that elbow here, stretching out our tricep. This little stretch. Try to keep that chin off your chest if you can. Good, we're gonna relax. Let's switch sides. Taking that left elbow back. Good, let's go ahead and relax that left elbow. Take that right arm across our body. We're gonna reach that forearm right behind that elbow, and we're gonna gently pull that arm across our body. Good, let's switch. Left arm across our body. Good. Last portion of our upper body, we're going to do 3 parts here. We're going to interlace those fingers. We're going to push those hands forward, stretching out our wrist again. And from here, we're reaching up to the ceiling. I want you to act like someone is pulling those hands up to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to take those hands behind our back. If you can't, go ahead and grab again onto your band. Pull those shoulders back. If you feel comfortable, you can lean forward into that stretch. And slowly relax. All right, let's work our way back down to the floor. Take you guys with me here. All right, so it's perfect. We have a few minutes left of class. We're going to finish with a nice hamstring stretch. I know that is some of your guys' probably least favorite, but it's the most important. So if you do have a yoga block or a pillow, again, I highly suggest it if you do hover your head over the floor a lot, okay? So it's going to be a 3-way stretch, so please make sure you have a leg length in front of you, to the side of you, and to the opposite side of you, okay? Because your leg is going to be following both sides. If it is hard for you to hover your leg over the floor and you're feeling any pain or discomfort, same thing, throw a pillow under that leg to give you support as you do that stretch. And also, if it's too long to hold that stretch, please reduce the amount of time, okay? We're not going to go super long today, just because it's been a while since we've done these stretch classes. So let's go ahead and bring it down to the floor. We're going to ease it on down. I am going to go ahead and use my little yoga block to start for my head support. So from just starting here, I want you to relax completely on that floor, okay? Let that belly just kind of sink into the floor. Your low back is also pressing the floor as much as you can. For most of us, there's going to be a natural little bit of a curve here. That's okay. When we're doing the actual stretch, though, we're going to focus on keeping that belly button and low back pushed into the floor. So from here, guys, whatever you have, band, belt, towel, anything, let's go ahead and take that around our right foot. We're going to start it on the floor. I always like to warm up before I do the stretch hold. So let me get my timer ready. I just realized I don't have my stopwatch on me. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and do 3 leg lifts to warm up. So we're gonna flex our toes toward our body, straight leg here, okay? So that knee's pressed down. And let's go ahead and lift up, pulling on that band as high as you feel comfortable while keeping that low back pressed, and then bring it right back down. We're gonna do it 2 more times. So we're gonna lift, right back down. Last one, lift, and back down. All right, so we're gonna get ready. We're gonna hold for 20 seconds on each side now, okay? So follow my lead. And again, focus on your breathing and keeping that core engaged as we do this. So let's get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and lift that leg up. All right, we're gonna be here for 20 seconds. So I want you to focus on flexing those toes toward your body. Again, you're keeping that leg as straight as possible. Try not to get that bend. You really want to push that leg forward. You're going to feel it if you're doing it correctly here. And we're going to slowly let that leg drop to our left side. Our right arm's going to open up. Oh, you guys get a close view of my foot here, but you're going to feel this in your glute and your hip. And from there, we're going to slowly open up, switching to our right hand, opening that leg to our right side. And we're going to look toward our left hand. I do have my couch in the way. Unfortunately, it's not enough space for me. I'd have to move, but I'm still feeling a good stretch here. And we're going to actually end with 20 seconds back in the original position. So let's slowly transition back to holding both bands. One more time, really pulling that leg in tight. Breathing, guys. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Use that band down. Let's go ahead and put that left foot into that band. And let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're still going to do a warm-up. So when you guys are ready, flex that left foot now. And let's start with our first lift. So we're going to lift that leg nice and straight. Oh, this leg is way tighter than the other one for me. You're going to pause, bring it right back down. Same thing, bring it up for rep 2. Oh, so much tighter. And lower, last one. And relax. All right, so same thing is going to happen. I'm just restarting my stopwatch here. All right, so 20 seconds, all 3 directions, and then we're going to do that starting position one more time. So let's go ahead and get ready, guys, in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Lifting that leg up nice and straight. Again, if it feels too easy, most likely you've got a bend in your knee or you're not flexing your toes toward your body. Deep breaths. All right, we're going to slowly transition to that right hand, letting that leg fall across our body, looking at our left hand. Only goes so much that you feel that stretch in your glute and hip, but you're not completely twisted in your back. Good. We're going to slowly transition to the left hand now. Opening up that leg nice and straight, looking at our right hand. And we're going to finish back in that starting position. So we're slowly going to lift that leg back up to center. Let's get a good grip on it here. And let's go. And we're all going to be at different levels here. So some of you guys might be lower than where my leg is. Some of you guys might have it closer to your body. Three, 2, and 1. Slowly relax that leg to the floor. Let's go ahead and lift that band off. And from here, guys, we have just a a minute left, so let's go ahead and hug those knees in toward our chest. Gently rock back and forth. Deep breaths again, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's go ahead and loosen those ankles up too. So go ahead and still yourself here, and let's go ahead and do a few circles to the right, drawing circles with our ankles, going clockwise. And let's switch counterclockwise. And slowly relax. Let's walk it on up. Take it back to that seated position. Let's end how we began. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take palms down on those knees. Pull our shoulders back. Open up through that chest. I want you to take 3 deep breaths, and I want you to analyze how you feel now, okay? I want you to feel that your hamstrings, do they feel kind of loosened up right now? How does your chest feel? Focus on your body. After that last breath, I hope you're starting to feel a little bit more relaxed. Maybe it feels, just something feels slightly better. Maybe you feel just some tension relief, or maybe you just feel calmer. Whatever you feel, I hope it helps you for the rest of your guys' day. Happy Tuesday. I know that it's pretty nice weather for the rest of the week, which is great. So if you can, get outside and go on a walk. If you haven't done Lori's WOD that she posted earlier, try that out. If you're in Jump in the January program, remember, classes get you guys points, so please drop a comment if you participate. Even if you do this workout late in the middle of the night and you don't do it live, that's okay. We still want your participation, so still please comment, and it helps us out if you also like the video. So thank you guys so much. Again, my name is Kayla, and let me know if your happy stretch and mobility is back. Thanks, guys.